All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Hello, 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 everybody. My name is Graham, here for Type What? Let me mute that channel. Okay. From Type What, and I'm on a mission to find a cure for type 1 diabetes so it is no longer a life sentence. In this video, this is a daily log where I'm logging my scientific experiments so that we can help have some data that we can go back on if I do end up finding a cure from some of my experiments. So this is it's deep, it's nerdy, and if that's your thing, buckle in. So what we're going to do is I'm going to share my screen here and show you some stuff that we're working on. Today is the last day of my 2-week post-consult PKD paleomedicina dietitian dialing in the diet celebration. It's the last day. I don't know how to phrase that obviously. So what I'm going to do is share my screen so you can see our results. All right. Did that work? What screen am I sharing? Should be this screen. Okay, I don't have my screen indicator that's outlined in green. I'm assuming you guys can see this numbers spreadsheet in front of you. So this is the last day. So the reason we started this is I was going into the diet of the PKD, and I was having some issues with the results. I was having some symptoms like headache, nausea, like I wanted to throw up, some really bad fatigue that was really debilitating. That's basically the symptoms. So they have this spreadsheet that they use to kind of track everything. And I thought it was really well done. It's like overly simple. It's not overly simplistic. It's very simple. And it's a very good way to get numbers because you quantify things on a scale of 1 to 10 and the amount of fatigue you had, et cetera, et cetera. So yesterday was the last day. So this morning I submitted my report of yesterday over to them, and you can see the results as I went from having an issue of being above normal from a diabetic perspective. It's also an issue from the PKD perspective, where you should be below 80 every day in terms of your glucose. If you're above 80, you're eating too much protein. That protein is being converted to carbs, and the carbs are staying in your system, and it's confusing your body in terms of what kind of processes it should be going through in terms of all in fat burning, etc. Okay, fat adapted, right? So we had to reduce my grams of food, and that did the trick. You can see right away, it kind of real clearly put me, that's my weight, sorry. It real clearly put my my glucose under that threshold of 80. So yesterday was another really good day. You can see I've had 4 great days in a row. Before that, I had a bad day, partially bad day. It wasn't the full day, it was half the day. But before that, I also had some really good days. So I've been feeling good for a while. And so this is my last thing I'm going to report to them. The next step in this process is we are going to do a blood test. So now that I'm in the right zone, we're going to do a blood test to get my measurements to see the inside metrics of how my body is doing with all of this. And I'm going to attempt to combine that with my regular quarterly blood test that I do through the City of Hope, where we do the full diabetes panels of this and that. Okay. So hopefully we'll have a regular blood review plus a new set for PKD. And I'm really interested in how it turns out because, my endocrinologist, who's very, very good and very up on the new things and very much embraced my whole food plant-based diet, was not so happy when pre-PKD, before I did it all the way, I kind of tried some vegan keto type stuff with more fat, and it showed up in my cholesterol. I naturally have a higher cholesterol than normal people. She wasn't happy with that. So we will see because what my cholesterol looks like. I'm interested in that. Also, yeah, how everything is going to be balancing out. And there might be a magic result that we get that we're all going to be hoping for. Maybe we can get a result like Rachel, who had switched to a carnivore diet of basically only eating beef and was able to get rid of 13 years of insulin dependent type 1 diabetes. And so that's why her story was the catalyst for me to start this. We are still very early. We're not 4 months into doing PKD, right? But we're going to be about 4 months into going on a carnivore diet, which would be a meat only diet. But you can see I was still processing carbs up until a couple of weeks ago because of too much protein. So we'll see. We'll see. We don't know. We're going to let the results and we're going to pray about it. And we're going to hope that this thing turns around. And it is today is October 7th. So we are coming into fall and starting to get a little cooler. And one of the theories that Delia and I have for diets, because it's very interesting how the carb your body produces can metabolize carbs for energy and fat for energy, two very separate things. It also just happens to match seasons, right? So for people of lighter complexion that were in northern hemispheres or colder hemispheres or colder parts of the world, I think that's a better word. It would snow and there wouldn't be a lot of vegetation you could eat. So you would have to live off other things. Maybe you had a supply of food that you dried and stored, or maybe you ate meat. So one of our theories is that more in kind of like a hibernation mode, meat mode. And this is not scientific. This is kind of like we're seeing these data points, we're seeing a pattern, and we're like, maybe this is true. So don't take this as gospel. But it makes more sense that humans were in certain climates ate meat exclusively in the wintertime and then ate carbs in the rest of the year. So that's why it's coming into fall, I might take this all the way through the winter. I do want to get 4 months on strict PKD. That's a want, it's not a need. So I will probably do that. Keep this going through this first blood test and the next one. And I think that'll get 2 good data points. I think that'd be really good. So anyway, that's that. Now let's do our, I'll check in with some comments. No comments. All right. So we're going to do our October. Okay, so today is Wednesday. I woke up I was tired when I first woke up. I woke up a little bit late, but I had really good energy afterwards. So I'm going to give that. We are mid-morning now. I'm at 10, man. I'm feeling good. Yesterday, I would say I remained in the zone. In the evening, slowed down a little bit. But proof sources, no bone marrow, no liver. Today's meal is already prepped. We have all approved sources. So we'll do that. Yesterday, gosh, I went to sleep a little bit late and it did throw me off. That's why I was a little bit tired this morning, about half hour late. So it was 10 o'clock. I was a half hour. So it actually still was about 7.5. It was just an adjusted by half an hour, 7.5. There was no nap. We did the red glasses at night. And I was asleep kind of at 10. So I forgot to adjust this one. This should be, my new time is 9:30. I could probably go to sleep earlier. I get tired at the end of the day. So that will be off. No exercise. Doctor's orders. Did lots of good hydration. I did grounding in afternoon. Did not do grounding in the evening. Placebo. Been crushing my placebo stuff. Did the visualization and the feeling. I haven't been reading, speaking, or writing it. But I've been looping them a lot on repeat. No supplements. Stress. I did a journal yesterday. I did my meditation so far. No caffeine. Stress level. I'll probably put it at a 5. We have some. We're working on some business things, and it's got to get done. We have a lot of commitments, lots of massive action we have to take. No illness. All right, looking good. We have my numbers from yesterday. And my numbers from today are also very good. We're at 77 and 5.3. Those ketones, zeros. I mean, I did do my ear medication yesterday. Alrighty. Boosh. No. Oops. Okay. All right. So that's our update for today on my experiments. Yep. So that's basically it. We already talked about the PKD stuff, finishing that, which is really good. I have something interesting coming up, which is I'm going to be helping my brother move, and I don't feel like I haven't done exercise in a while, so we'll see how that goes. I have lost some weight, and so today's Wednesday, moving on Friday, so maybe I'll have to do a little more muscle warm-ups. You know what I don't have in here is my stretch. I did do my stretch. I've been doing my stretching every day. I skipped the whole exercise area, but I have been doing really good on my stretching. Which is, I put that into my my wind down routine at night, which has been really good. And traditionally a very inflexible person in terms of my body. And last night I was able to touch my toes for the first time without moving my knees, just barely. So knees, like feet straight together, heels dug in, toes up, and could just lean and tick, barely touch my toes before my feet moved. It's probably the first time I've done that it might be since I was baby flexible, like I remember in high school, I couldn't touch my toes. So it's been a long time. Even if I ran track and I stretched on a regular basis, I didn't do like the deep stretching. I did stretching as a formality before I got to run. So anyway, that's an update on stretching, which is good. My back has been feeling good as well. I should probably add back pain in here. I'll add back pain in here. I don't know where would I put back? Illness, stress. So we'll add back pain, just practice injuries. And a while back, I have some knee pain. And then foot pain. Cool, cool. All right, it's getting better every step of the day, every step of the way, every day. All right, so that's it. We're going to wrap up. I appreciate your time. If you have any questions, please let me know. No comments, and it's all good. If you have comments after the fact on the replay, let me know. I'm going to make a point of checking my comments as soon as I can. My whole process is still very new. I'll probably start with once a week. I'll go through my whole inbox for comments and to get back to you. I'm on a mission to try to find a cure for type 1 diabetes. I'm running a series of experiments on myself to do that. And I'm also going to be doing a lot of self-education on what's out there. And we will, one day at a time, we're going to figure this thing out. If you have a story of someone that you know or yourself or that you've heard of that has reverse type 1 diabetes, please let me know, because I'm gathering all that information. I'm going to condense it down, make a collection of all of it, and try to find patterns within that so we can get something that's repeatable. There are a few cases out there, but we need something that's repeatable. We need to make a protocol. We need a blueprint that we could all use to finally and permanently reverse type 1 diabetes. That's what we're going after, okay, guys? So help me out. Let's do this together. I have faith that we can do it within our lifetime. It can take a lot of hard work, but that's what we're doing right now. Put in the hard work. All right. I will talk to you later. If you like this, that helps me to know that something in this video was beneficial to you. If you subscribe, then you won't miss out on anything else that's coming up. I'm going to do daily logs as a commitment, and I'm also going to be doing extra videos, deep dives into my experiments, what they are, how they work, tracking my experiments, interviews with people that have reverse diabetes, things like that. So subscribe if that interests you as well. All right, take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. But I need to figure out how to turn off my Zoom.